We have Faisal Merchant who sent in 2 questions, Mudassir. Now he wants to know if it is a good time to buy a property in Dronagiri, JNPT or Taloja. He says this is for a salaried person working in South Mumbai. That is question number 1. Question 2 is, what is the best place in South Mumbai between Bandra to CST with a budget of 35 to 40 lakh rupees for a 1 BHK flat? So let's break it up. Let's tackle Navi Mumbai first. He talks about Dronagiri and Taloja. What is your outlook on these markets? Good time to buy into these markets?
See, I'll answer it in 2 levels. One is at a general level, whether it is a good time to buy, and secondly, whether it is a good time to buy in Navi Mumbai. As a general, I would say I think it's a buyer's market already. The market has been in a slowdown mode for the last 3-4 years. As we mentioned earlier, the bombshells of demonetization hit the market, as well as the prospective Benami Property Act, which is going to come in soon as well. So all this will have an effect on the sentiment of the market, at least. Developers might argue and say that the most part of the market, especially for example Navi Mumbai or some of the suburban markets in Mumbai, all are nearer to maybe 1 crore and a half, and therefore most of the buyers are largely salaried, or they take loans for this, and it's not going to affect them. But it does affect the overall sentiment. In whatever you say, it does affect the sentiment, and people are in a wait and watch mode currently. So in today's times, my sense is, if somebody or a developer or if you're getting a resale deal at a very, very good price, you should go for it. But my opinion is that buyers should wait for some time. There should not be any hurry to invest at the moment. Wait for a good deal. If a developer gives it to you, great, go for it now. But my sense is there are better times to come.
Okay, so there are better times to come, so you would do better to wait out the market, is what you're saying.
Correct. If I come to the second part of the question, which was specifically Navi Mumbai, I think Navi Mumbai is a great market in terms of infrastructure. It is reasonably planned, well connected with the rest of Mumbai. There are a lot of economic activities which are coming up. The entire Trans-Thane belt is quite good. A lot of IT related developments coming up there. So therefore economic activity is going to be quite active there. Secondly, infrastructure projects coming up which are going to help the market. The one big one being the airport. So that is something which will spur a lot of ancillary activities around the airport and possibly help demand in Navi Mumbai. The other is the rail connectivity, the new metro lines, etc., which are being planned. All of them will also help. So my sense is Navi Mumbai is definitely an area one should look at very actively. Thirdly, from a point of view of South Mumbai, the third part of the question was 35 to 40 lakhs. I would really be difficult for anybody to really to get any reasonable kind of properties in that kind of a budget. I'm sure some part of South Mumbai is where there are old maybe buildings where there are tenanted properties, or there are slightly dilapidated properties, older properties. Maybe there might be some deals available there. But I would really, wouldn't think that people, unless you're really staying in that area and you really want to continue staying there and you don't want to move out and that's the only option available, then maybe you might get something in about 40 odd lakhs, very, very small one, not even 1 BHK, but maybe 1 room, kitchen kind of, apartments available. But I wouldn't really suggest people who are staying away from that part of Mumbai, maybe in Navi Mumbai, would really want to get into that kind of area where there is amazing, congestion and really difficult conditions to really stay. So unless you're really used to staying there in those areas, it doesn't make sense.
Better off to stay in Navi Mumbai. The other thing, of course, he talks about Dronagiri, JNPT and Taloja. I'm looking at the choices that he's really come up with. Now, we know that Dronagiri is essentially very close to where the airport is going to come up. Then he talks about Taloja and JNPT. Among the three markets, which would really be your pick? Because Taloja seems to be the only one where there is substantial development of any kind right now.
Correct. You're right. So options would largely be available towards Taloja and surrounding areas. There wouldn't be too much around Dronagiri and JNPT at the moment, and so I think really it is Taloja that you should consider, or maybe areas like Olve and and surrounding areas that could be options around near Taloja as well.
Right. So if you are looking at a budget of 35 to 40 lakh rupees, I know you sent in two different questions, but I'm assuming that you are looking with the same budget. In that case, you're better off looking in Navi Mumbai, and Taloja would be the pick that Mudassir is recommending for you to invest into or buy into.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.